Alright guys, how you doing today? I am John, and this is my channel. And what we're looking at here is the end of Lords of the Fallen. Now, this episode is going to be about what we thought. What we thought of this game. Okay. What did we think of the bosses? What did we think of the gameplay? What stuck out as something that was good or something that was bad? For me, okay, so because this is me, this is my channel, and we're not live, I'm just going to take the lead here. Is that okay? Good. All right. So let's talk about the game in general. I thought the game was great. I would probably give the game an 8 out of 10. Okay, that's my rating. And I think that's what I'm going to be doing. I should have probably thought of this before, right? When I do these wrapping up things, I'm going to rate the game on a scale of 1 to 10. What I think the game is. Whether you guys agree with me or not, that's fine. If you disagree with something that I say or you agree with something that I say, I would hope that you would write it in the comments. I would hope that, we can have a constructive discussion. Now, I would like to make this live, but I don't really have the people watching my videos yet, so I can't. And hopefully I can get to some place soon. I can get to that place sometime soon. But, alright. So all that aside, 8 out of 10. What does that mean? Let's talk about the good things. The areas were really cool. The zones were really cool. I like the difference in the zones, okay? That is one good thing that I liked. Another good thing that I liked is that they intertwined the story with not only what the NPCs were saying, but with those things that we had to soul play. I don't know what they're called, but you know what I mean. I thought to myself, learning about the game through not only the NPCs, but that really helped me understand it as much as I did, which isn't much. Okay. So one of the things that I saw in the game was there were a lot of bosses. Okay, and I am 100% for as many fucking bosses as you can throw at me. I want the number of bosses to be the number of bosses in Elden Ring. 100, right? Minor bosses, major bosses, I don't give a shit. I just want bosses, man. Boss after boss after boss. Normal area. That's another thing that was good about this game. They did some really good Soulsy level design in some areas. The castle was one. There was a sequence inside the caves that were like that. So they did a good job of that, okay? I liked the way that we had to rescue the blacksmith in order to upgrade our weapons. I liked the way we had to upgrade our weapons. I liked the way that there were multiple ways to do things, but you could still win at any one of them. Because we obviously chose swords, right? But I started out the game with the spear type thing. And I was doing okay with the spear pokey type thing. I could have stayed with that, but we got a sword, and so I switched. And then we switched to two-handed. And then that was good. So I'm really happy about that part of the game. I think the replayability of the game is probably really good. I'm not going to replay it. but I think it's probably really good, especially if you want to platinum it. And don't get me wrong, all of these games like this, and pretty much any I don't want to say first person game because it's not. Adventure one player game, to me, it has, there is something about it that makes me want to do that. It makes me want to go through the game like we just did, and then go back and look at those fucking trophies and then fill it up, right? That's a it's nice. It's nice. It's nice to do that. It makes me feel accomplished. You know you're not going to get it on the first try, especially if you're playing it blind. If you look everything up or you're reading a wiki on it or whatever, you're just doing yourself a disservice, man. I mean, you may enjoy doing it that way, and that's fine, but I like playing the game as it is and then going back and being like, how the fuck are you going to be able to figure that out on the first try or the second try or forever unless I were to read it in the wiki? Like the other endings. I'm like, what? How would you even know you had to do that with that thing and talk to that NPC like that and do that? That is totally a Dark Souls thing right there. Totally. Cheers, by the way. So I probably will not be playing NG+. Of this game, we have Alan Wake 2 to finish, and then new games to get to. All right, that was the good. I thought the last boss was good. I thought it was nice that they did that with the last boss instead of making it like Lies of P, where the last boss was like incredibly difficult. Not incredibly difficult. In NG+, it's tough. It's tough. There's a lot of hit points, okay? Okay. But I did enjoy this. I enjoyed the boss before the end boss. I did. Okay, bad points. I thought the combat was really clunky. And in fact, I complain about the combat through the entire fucking thing. I am a whiny little bitch when it comes to that. I complain about how clunky the combat is and how not tight it is through the whole fucking thing. I am a whiny bitch when it comes to that. Did I just say all that twice? I did. All right. Meaning, if you guys missed it somehow, when you're locked on, okay, let's just back up a step. You can't lock on unless you're facing the person properly, the person, mob, whatever. Many, many times I'm jamming on the lock thing, the L3, to fucking try to lock on. Not lock on for fucking anything. Annoying, really fucking annoying, because that does not happen in Bloodborne, does not happen in Dark Souls, does not happen in Elden Ring, does not happen in any FromSoft game, did not happen in the Lies of P. Alright, there's that. Let's get to the clunkiness. When you are locked onto a target and you dodge, you don't dodge around the mob. You dodge that direction, more or less. Not exactly, but it's not tight around the guy that you are targeting. And while that may be okay, when you play Sekiro and all those other games, all the FromSoft games, when you play Lies of P, when you play Steel Rising, and you can't do that same thing. And it could be off by a half second, quarter second or something. And the direction that you go is just a degree or 2 or 3 off or something. It's totally noticeable. It's totally noticeable. And that is incredibly annoying. That may be the worst part of the game. To me, for me, opinion only, mine. What else was bad? I don't know. Let's go back to some good stuff. I love the Umbral transition thing. I loved that. I love the fact that those mobs would just pop out of nowhere when you're an Umbral. I love that you had a timer. I thought that was all great. I love that you could like take revenge on the enemy that killed some other real player in the game. So cool. I love how you can get to all new areas if you're an Umbral, but you can't when you're an Axiom. How would you even know they're there? It's so great. It makes the game in your mind like way bigger than it is. It is. It's like I could go that way. I could go that way. I can go to Umbral, and then all these directions could be different. That entrance might be closed. That one might be open. Who knows, right? So that is an incredibly powerful tool in this game. I think that's one of the greatest parts about this game. It gave me a sense of awe and like, how am I going to get through? How am I going to get through this in less than 50 episodes? So we probably missed a lot of things. We probably missed a lot of bosses, or a few. We probably missed things like storylines and stuff like that, because after I finished the game, I did look at the wiki for some things. Man, I didn't know I had to do that with the Andrus of Ebb, or whatever the fuck that guy's, Jon Snow. I'm like, that's crazy. How would I even know I had to do all that to get to some ending called Umbral or ending called Inferno? There's like 19 steps. Who went and figured that out and then put it up on the wiki? Who did that? Who spent that much time of their life figuring that out? This is coming from somebody who played 35 days of his life in Bloodborne. Okay. Really. Anyway, all right. Good news, good things, bad things. I may think of something else on our way through this, but that's what I got right now. So let's talk about some bosses a little bit. I thought the number of bosses was adequate. I would like to have seen more. All right, the Abbess Ursula, a kind of gimmicky boss. All you had to do was avoid the laser and the shit on the ground and you can beat her. The Abiding Defenders. I thought that was cool. That was sort of a get them down at the same time thing. Kill one, then kill the other one. And if he reses it, just kill that one. The ending boss. A deer. Female deer. You know, whatever. I thought the boss was alright. It's fine. Gimmicky boss. But you know what? That's the way they wanted to end it. I'm not faulting them for it at all. Andrus of Ebb, I never got to fight him. I must have done something wrong. I gave him the fucking book he wanted. He didn't fight me, so whatever. I could look that up, but I don't give a shit. The Blessed Carrion Knight Santiago. He was a poison dude. Easy fight. Just realize you're going to be poisoned. Don't try to cure it. Just heal through it and kill him. The three dudes, a bringer of silence, bringer of stillness, bringer of nullity. Cool, very cool. Very much, well, not a lot like the one in Bloodborne, the Shadow of Yharnam, but not shadows. Shadow, just not exactly what you would think it would be. Shadows, it's not. It's Shadow singular. The Blades of Mercy? No, Blade of Mercy. Okay. All that aside, the bringer, the stillness, nullity, whatever. Cool. 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 Not great. Cool. Crimson Percival. He was pretty good. He was pretty good. I did not have any problem with that boss fight. Damaros the Marked, or Damaros the Marked. Easy, one-shotted. Elaine. We didn't fight Elaine. Don't know why. Probably one of the endings that we can't get to. Gentle something Mistress of the Hounds. She was a bit tough for me, but doable, and we beat her. Griefbound Rowena. Don't know why that boss existed. It was a mob boss. Harrowed the Okay. Harrower Dervla, the Pledged Knight. I don't remember her. I don't. Was she memorable? Guess not. All right, let's move on. I don't think I had a problem with her. Otherwise, I would have remembered. Holy Bulwark Otto. That's your tutorial boss, right? He was fine. Infernal Enchantress. Infernal Enchantress is a bitch, man. And they're all throughout the entire fucking game. So the fact that her fireball did at least 3/4 of your health is bullshit. That should maybe be about half. At the most. Judge Cleric. A really good fight. I had a great time fighting that boss. I was ecstatic to beat that boss. Ecstatic. Go back and watch that episode, man. That was a fun fight. Who's that guy? Did we fight Kiringer, Guardian, Pollard? I think we did, but I don't remember him, so not memorable. Kukajan, I don't remember that boss either. Paladin's Burden. We never fought Paladin's Burden. Paeta, man, she is the fucking queen. Okay, let's talk about Paeta. Let's talk about how Paeta is like the star of the game. Okay, first thing, voice acting. Whoever voice acted Paeta is a queen. She sounds authoritative, feminine, and like, I don't know what the word is, assertive, all at once. And she's a badass. And every time you fucking summon her, she's awesome. So, we did a lot of bosses solo, but we did summon some. Because every time I have the chance to summon Paeta, it's fantastic. I'm down to like my last sliver of health, boom, she heals me full. Queen! Now I don't have to use a fucking thing and take time. The use of the flasks is not a big deal. The time it takes to use the flask is, in all of these types of games, Souls games. It isn't the fact that you have 19 vials. It's using them takes time. Not a lot, but enough that you will die or get interrupted. And having her fucking heal you, she doesn't do a lot of damage. No, she doesn't. She, annoys the boss a little bit, but doesn't really do anything. Her heals, though, oh my god. Paeta, the queen of the game. The fucking queen. And her boss battle was good. Alright, Rapturous Huntress of the Dark. Tough boss for me, man. Tough boss for me. One of the few bosses that didn't come back, I don't think, is a mob. By the way, that fucking Judge, cleric, mob. Oh my god. She's tough, man. And then when you kill her, she doesn't come back. That's cool. All the other fucking mob bosses, they all came back. Ruiner, which is up pretty soon. Ruiner was a well-made boss. Ruiner was a well-made boss. I will say it again. Ruiner was a well-made boss. The area where you fought the Ruiner was fine. He puts down his little fucking thing, totem, you just run to the other side. Okay? You can run around him and try to kill it. That's fine too. That'll work. Just stay away from that fucking fireball out of the shield. Another thing that the only thing about the Ruiner I didn't like was that thing like one-shotted. Half health at the most, okay? Okay. Reinhold the Immured, that is the second phase to one of the bosses. I don't remember which one, but we'll get to it. Congregator of Flesh was fine. It was fine. Skin Eater, that was a good fight too. In fact, you fight Skin Eaters a bit. Those are fine. Spurn Progeny, a little gimmicky, but he was fine. That was a fun fight. I really had a nice time fighting the Spurn Progeny. Transert, Master of Castignations. That's a mouthful. I thought he was good too. I liked that boss fight. Congregator of Flesh. The Hollow Crow was great. That's the one. The Hollow Crow was the first phase, and the second was Reinhold the Immured, whatever. Good fight. The Iron Warfarer. The Iron Wayfarer. All right. I got to talk about the Iron Wayfarer a second, all right? The Iron Wayfarer is fine. As a boss, the Iron Wayfarer is fine. The area where you fight the Iron Wayfarer is complete and utter bullshit. It is maybe 20 feet long by 5 feet wide. That's it. And he has sort of a AoE lava hammer in his third phase. Probably his third phase. Maybe fourth. I don't know. You can't see a thing. Lava souls. Lava souls. Cheers to lava souls. All right. I didn't like that boss. I mean, I liked the boss. I didn't like the arena. So what do I give that boss? Half the points? It's not the boss's fault. That's the arena. The Light Reaper. A great fucking fight as soon as I figured out what was happening. The Light Reaper is probably my second favorite fight. We killed the Light Reaper twice because it bugged out after 0 life and didn't die. Go back and look at that. That's some crazy ass shit right there, man. The Hushed Saint, just fine. Just fine. Just fine. The Unbroken Promise. Did we fight that? Is that... Oh, wait. That's the beginning of the... Is that the beginning of the Hollow... I don't know what the Unbroken Promise is. What's the Unbroken Promise? I'm looking at it right now. Just a second. Okay, yeah. So that is the second half of the Hollow Harrower Darvla. Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. That's fine. That was just stage 2. The Sundered Monarch. Meh. Take it or leave it. That was the king dude at the end where I'm like, king? Who the fuck's the king? Right? That was okay. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't, you know... It was what it was. It wasn't a tough fight. As soon as he figured out what was happening, it's fine. I thought the end was really sad when he was like trying to go back to his. First of all, it started out with him appearing to be crying at the base of a statue. And if I read the lore, I probably would figure out why he's doing that. And then you go up and you try to hit him, and he like swipes at you like you're a little fucking gnat. Like, don't bother me, I'm crying because my lost love or something like that. I don't know why he's crying. But at the end, when you get him down to a little bit of health, he like starts crawling towards that statue. Very sad. He like completely ignores you. It's like, fine, I'm done. I gave it my best shot, I'm done. The Sacred Resonance of Tenacity. That was a good boss too. Wasn't a great boss. That was a good one. Tortured Prisoner. We never fought the Tortured Prisoner. That's probably one of the other ones that I would get if I went to one of the other routes, like the Umbral route or something. Never get there. We never. Evidently, I did look at that too. Tortured Prisoner is an NPC. Never met that, or I ran right by it. Okay, I ran by Byron like 3 times before I saw him. Listen, wear like a yellow hat on all the NPCs so that like it sticks out. Okay, all right, here we go. Another bad part about the game. So dark. It's so dark. I mean, like, I can't make it any brighter. And I'm like, not only am I recording this for you guys, and it's hard to see, but I can't fucking see it. And everything is at the max. Brightness, the fucking whatevers, they're all at max. What am I gonna do? So dark, man. I think I apologize a million times through this about how fucking dark it is. This is an Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 is so dark. Dudes, so dark. Like, brighten it up a little bit, guys. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be dark to be scary. Seriously. Alright, so those are the bosses. I really like to go through the bosses when I do these things. I thought that the game, when it turned the bosses into regular mobs, was a neat idea. Incredibly annoying when it got to a point where they put 2 together. Case in point, before the end boss, the king that I didn't know was a king, that I still don't know was a king, that I killed. Wow. Was just before that was a cleric and a ruiner in the same area, like 30 feet from each other. How the fuck are you gonna do that? They have AoE projectile things and fucking lava that comes up out of nowhere. What? You just gotta like run circles and take pot shots at one until you kill it? The nice thing is when you, like I said, when you kill those clerics, man, when you kill those clerics, they are gone. They are gone. So that is pretty much my experience with this game. I would give it an 8. I would give it an 8. Maybe 7.5. I wouldn't go any higher than an 8. Only because I don't believe this has much replayability for me. Okay, for me, I don't think so. Somebody else might love this game. I mean, I liked The Lies of P so much I did an NG Plus run and I put it up on my channel. I did. I was trying to platinum it, and I was missing some fucking records. And guess what? I'm at the end of the game and I'm still fucking missing records. The NG Plus run. So I'm not getting back to that. What else can I say about this? I don't think anything else, guys. I think we said what needed to be said. If you guys like the game, let me know. If you would like to see an NG Plus run, let me know. What did you like about it? What did you not like about it? I mean, there has to be certain things in it that you liked, certain things that you didn't like. You must, right? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know what you think. What did I do wrong, man? I mean, I'm bad at games, pretty much, but I do okay against these bosses one-on-one. I do pretty well. It takes me a few times, but I do okay. Yeah, I did okay in Sekiro. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. See you soon.